What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So you may have noticed, um, over the last couple of months, to counter the comeback of Michael Jordan, as far as being not just a talking point, either for or against this era, against from us with real, actual statistical evidence, and for from them with narratives and cherry pick stats is trying to push this era ahead of Jordan's era, right? You may have noticed you got these new people who are obviously on the clutch payroll who are trying to throw jabs. They're trying to come out here with some, I guess they think, more effective talking points, but they just never land. So there's this guy, I think it's the Scorers Society. I've been noticed for some reason his shorts have been popping up. And, he makes these arguments about competition, that Jordan's competition wasn't the same as LeBron's, right? Trying to say that it really is it's an excuse for LeBron's losing finals record. That's all it is. They're trying to find excuses for why Jordan was 6-0 and why LeBron has a losing finals record. So they'll say it was a competition. So anyway, here's this guy right here.
The Jordan fans got to explain this to me. When I talk about the competition that Jordan played against, and they start to mention guys like Clyde Drexler. Okay, yeah, Clyde Drexler's a really good player. What does he rank in the all-two guard? Does he rank higher than James Harden, Kobe Bryant? Does he rank higher than Allen Iverson? See, LeBron James played against those guys. He played against those guys in his prime. They said Charles Barkley. Is Charles Barkley better than Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki? LeBron James played against those guys in his prime. Is any small forward that Michael Jordan played and won better than Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Carmelo? I'm not knocking Michael Jordan. Regardless, I still think you put him in any era, he's still going to be one of the best players. He's just not going to be the only great guard in the era. That's the only thing. I still think he's amazing. But when you guys are saying like, oh, what about these guys? He played against these guys, but he wasn't better than those guys. Welcome to Score Society.
Actually, I don't know about him, but I rank Charles Barkley ahead of Kevin Garnett. I rank Charles Barkley ahead of Kevin Garnett and Dirk Nowitzki. Now, I don't rank him ahead of Tim Duncan, but Barkley to me is top 20. Garnett is top 25. Nowitzki's top 25. Drexler to me is a top 4 all-time shooting guard. I don't know what type of revisionist list that they have, but the only guards I have ahead of Drexler, in my opinion, are Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Jerry West. That's it. I used to have Dwayne Wade ahead of him, but I started penalizing him because I said, wait a minute, if we're penalizing LeBron for being on those Heat teams, we should penalize Wade too. I don't have Allen Iverson ahead of Clyde Drexler overall. So what are we doing here? Who puts James Harden over Clyde Drexler? Who does that? Because of the numbers? You do know they're playing in an inflated era. We got like 7 or 8 players averaging 30 points a game right now. Do we really believe that from a historical impact perspective, that James Harden and DeMar DeRozan should be ranked higher as far as impact than Elgin Baylor and Jerry West, just because they have more points? That's an indictment on this era. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Do you know that, for instance, Kevin Durant averages more points on greater efficiency after his Achilles rupture than he did before? That's a further indictment on this era. So no, I don't agree with that at all. Now, as far as you talking about these power forwards or small forwards too, with Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony. Well, Jordan played against Larry Bird, who I rank higher than all of those guys. He played against an older Julius Erving, who, when you include his ABA career, is top 10 all time. And this is the thing. The greatest era for small forwards, and I said this before and I'll say it again, came in the 1980s. Because at that position, those are the only guys you can really name. And Paul Pierce, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, LeBron. Okay, after that, there's a huge drop off. Huge drop off. 1980s, Larry Bird, Adrian Dantley, Alex English, Julius Erving, James Worthy, Mark Aguirre, George Gervin, Larry Keenan, Dominique Wilkins. Do I need to go on and on? Do I need to go further? All of these are superstars. All-star to superstar level small forwards in the 1980s. So I don't get his argument here. And also, if you're going to make this argument, shouldn't Kobe be ranked higher than LeBron? Because Kobe went against more 50-win teams in the playoffs, if you're talking about competition, than any other player. All these guys you're mentioning here, Kobe beat these guys, and he beat more of them in their primes. LeBron wasn't really going against Allen Iverson in his prime. Iverson was past 33, 34 when LeBron was starting to meet his stride. So really, all these guys you're naming, plus Michael Jordan, Kobe went against. So if we're going to make the argument about competition, then that should elevate Kobe even more so than LeBron James. Because Kobe went up against all these guys that you're naming right here, dominated them, right? Plus, went up against Michael Jordan's era. Karl Malone, Charles Barkley. You know what I'm saying? He played and contested against those guys. John Stockton, Karl Malone, as I said, David Robinson, Charles Barkley, Akeem Olajuwon. He went up against those guys. Patrick Ewing. If we're talking about competition too, why is it that Michael Jordan went up against more of the top 75 all-time players than LeBron did? And it's not even close. Jordan went up against more top 75 talent than any other player. And if LeBron James is such a phenomenal player who went up against all these guys and all, why is it that he's the only star I can think of who got outplayed by the likes of Jason Terry, outplayed by the likes of J.J. Barrera, outplayed by an old Jason Kidd? I can't think of Michael Jordan ever having those problems in his prime, nor Kobe Bryant. So I guess we'll call this channel the Historian Society. Fuck out of here with these weak ass fucking talking points. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it, man. Tell me what you guys think.